driving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll try to run with Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Chargers 6.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Herbert now. Sliding out of the pocket. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
4th down, and on is Ty Long to punt. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Well, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
56, right there, 56. That's right, baby, they don't want it.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly there to make the grab. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
20-yard line.
56, the mic, boy, 56. Check 56. It's just me. Go, guys, 4 down, 4 down. 14, 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. All day, baby, all day, all day, all day. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flush to his right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. You must be. Alert. Gun. Gun. 33. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Safe. Alert 3. Alert 3. Good job right there.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Johnson on the return. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
A big play there for L.A. 48 yards on the ground. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his man. It's Henry for a Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A.
Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Still just a 2-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. Well enough, well enough. Pick it up, G.
Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
First down, Chargers.
Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 27 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
43-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
14,
This is Carson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Oh, they'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk first down. They run it with Carson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates... Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
Shut him down! Let's do this!
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Here's a quick throw right side. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. That's caught by Jackson. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 38-yard line.
Herbert. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's fourth down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Leads to second and goal.
So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.